Any lover of opera could probably tell you their favorite tenor aria. And while tenors have some great arias with some memorable tunes, I often find myself really drawn to the music written for the tenor voice that's from ariosos or parts of duets or larger scenes. These moments are not unknown, but they're often underrated. I think I'm such a fan of these moments because they're really fun to sing, but also these moments are where storytelling takes place, and part of the satisfaction of hearing them comes from the tension that they bring to the scenes. For me, these epic non-aria moments are some of the greatest gifts to the tenor voice. First up, we have an excerpt from Verdi's Un ballo in maschera. Opera is often about love, and opera duets, even more so at times than the opera arias, have some of the best declarations of love. Here is Luciano Pavarotti singing Riccardo in the love duet from Un ballo.
Quante notti ho vegliato anelante, come a lungo infelice lottai, quante volte dal cielo in implora, la pietà che tu piedi date, ma per questo potuto un istante infelice non divertite.
The speaker scene in Die Zauberflöte, or the Magic Flute, is one of the most inspired pieces of writing that we have from Mozart. At the end of it, Tamino rejoices in the fact that Pamina is alive. I have many friends who feel that much of Mozart's writing in the Magic Flute is holy and it feels like church. And I really do feel that in this outburst from Tamino just before he sings the flute aria. Dramatically, Mozart has saved this type of music for Tamino for this moment. We don't really hear him sing like this before or after, and it really is a heroic turning point for him on his journey.
Sie lebt, ich danke euch dafür, oh, wenn ich doch imstande wäre, ein Mächtiger zu eurer Ehre, mit jedem Tone meinen Dank zu schildern, wie hier entsprang.
Something I love about the French lyric repertoire generally is that these composers really put their compositional foot into the scenes. In this epic moment, right before the duel with Tybalt, here I am going to be singing the section of music where I start feeling the rage and get ready to fight. For many of these epic tenor moments, there's an agreement between conductor and singer to allow tiny little fermatas to sneak in, and they'll just give you a little bit extra time to really luxuriate on that high note. And most of the time, I'm all for following style to a T, but often we have to give the audience a little bit of what they pay their money for. And so sometimes they just want the high note to last a little bit longer. The last selection of epic tenor moments for today is perhaps the most famous tenor give the audience what they want moment. Edgardo actually has one of the most beautiful tenor arias in the bel canto repertoire, but when I sang this role, this was one of my favorite parts to sing, and I know it's true for many tenors. Here is Piotr Beczała in Lucia di Lammermoor.
Hai tradito il cielo e maledetto, maledetto sia l'istante che di te mi resa amante, sirve lì abominata, io dovea da te fuggir, abominata, maledetta, io dovea da te fuggir.
I wanted to end today in talking a little bit about some technical things. In the videos that I showed of Luciano Pavarotti and Piero Bracciala, you can see that their tongue, no matter how wide they open their mouths or how large their embouchure, you always see their tongues maintain a high position. The high position of the tongue helps maintain efficient airflow in that no air can really escape that is not air that's turned into tone, and you're not getting a bellowing or blowing sound like a ha. Also, the high tongue creates a pressure system in which it invites your chords to remain closed. I hope that watching them draws your attention to what I just said about their tongues, and I hope that helps you a little bit on your singing journey.